real live shit on the internet.
Okay.
Basically, they're talking about what coasts got better hood movies. Now you gotta see this lineup because I've seen this going around a little bit. So California got Boys in the Hood,
Mhm.
Friday, Menace to Society, Set It Off, Poetic Justice, Colors, American Me, Straight Outta Compton, Blood In, Blood Out, South Central, and Training Day.
Yeah. Yikes.
New York,
Okay.
Belly, The Warriors, Paid in Full, New Jack City, Above the Rim, American Gangster, Do the Right Thing, Clockers, King of New York, Fresh, and Dead Presidents. Who do you got?
I probably still gotta go West Coast, man. Like,
Really?
really. First of all, for me, like, Boys in the Hood was a lot for me. Like, I fucking love that movie. That and Friday were definitely like huge for me. And then when I got older, getting into like Poetic Justice, getting it fucking Training Day, true
Training Day's real.
dog. I mean, now Belly is a fucking certified classic. We not even that's not even up for debate. I'm not trying to hear nobody's fucking 2 cents on that shit. But I mean, just overall, I mean, even with the Spike Lee joints,
It does feel like we're missing a couple more Spike Lee joints in here, but
right?
I get what they were trying to go with this one. For me, this is a great battle, but I think it's clearly New York. One, the
Yeah.
Warriors, New Jack City, and Paid in Full. I feel like
Mm.
I feel like they're missing a New York one.
I feel like they're missing hella New York ones.
Juice isn't on there. Juice should have been on there. And with Belly, Juice, Paid in Full, and the Warriors, kind of does it for me. Plus, I don't know, does West Coast lose some because they got to throw the Mexican joints in there too, and that's where you get Blood In, Blood Out, and American Me. Both great movies, and actually, American Me isn't even just a good West Coast movie or a hood movie. That is a great piece of cinema
Period. Like,
overall.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Like
Fuck.
Belly is a great hood movie. It's not a great piece of cinema.
It
It's
is,
not fucking Going with the Wind. You know what I mean?
Yo, could you imagine fucking DMX's character trying to be on some, frankly, my dear, I, I don't give a
Reading?
damn.
Your son can't eat no fucking books. May the boy rest in peace. Oh man.
R.I.P.
So,
X. Oh
so
my
you're going
God.
with West Coast, huh? So
That
traded. You're a complete traitor to your coast.
I ain't shit, bro. Like, honestly, if I like, okay, so I'm in VA right now, but if I had to pick someplace in the United States to live, it's definitely Cali. Like, I would absolutely never go back to New York.
Cali's dope. I was out in Cali for 15 years. It took me a long time to even come back to visit.
Yo, it really did though.
It
You
really
was
did.
going for a minute.
I'm just like, when you come back to New York, like, what the fuck would I do that for?
Right, exactly.
I'm living it up out here. Cali was great. I keep telling people, I'm just like, Cali is one of the best fucking decisions I ever made. I think everybody should do that. At 17, if you're going to a school, go to a school as far as away as humanly possible. If you're not, if you're in the workforce, get the fuck out of your hometown
Facts.
ASAP.
Facts.
Oh my God, can you
I'm-
imagine
My
if I
parents
stayed in
did that to
Roosevelt?
me. My parents did that to me. Like, I wanted to go to Hofstra. Like, I was just like, yo, that shit right up the block, easy peasy, I'm good. And my mother and father were both like, nah, you got to get the fuck up out of here.
See, they knew, they seen it coming. Oh,
Yeah. They was like, nah, you can't just sit around here, fam. And honestly, like, I'm super glad that they did, because I don't even know who the fuck I would be if I never got the hell out of the hood. Like,
nah, definitely a great decision. Great decision.
fact.
Anyway, let me go ahead and bring it in. What's really good? I am MTV Malik. He is Ace Metaphor. This is 224 The Basement. Ace, what's shaking with you, man? How you feeling?
Yo, I wish I had a reason for it. I really don't. I just feel good. I feel good right now. In this moment, I am happy. Happy.
No doubt. There's nothing like black joy. What you drinking in the cup today?
Well, interestingly enough, there was nothing in here but water.
A green cup full of water?
It was just water. That's
Green cup full of water.
there you go.
When last time you had a drink?
May 31st, my
Mm.
birthday, was the last time I drank, which
Happy belated, by the way.
thank you. I appreciate that, my nigga. Um, but yeah, I mean, I know that don't sound crazy to a lot of people, but it has been 9 days and I have not had a drink, and we have a fucking cabinet full of alcohol upstairs. So it's not that I can't. Oh boy, can I. I'm just not. And oddly enough, I'm okay with that.
No, that's good. I was just on vacation, which is one of the reasons why we've been gone.
Right.
But I was on vacation for a long time, and I drank like shit. I ate like shit. I drank like a fish. I actually put on a astounding amount of weight while I
I was
was on
quick.
vacation. I came back the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And ever
Yikes.
since then, I've been back on. I stopped drinking too. That was at the beginning of the month,
Mm,
just mainly because it's too many empty calories, and
mm.
it makes getting up to go to the gym. So I've been in the gym every morning.
Oh, this
Uh,
guy.
yeah,
Okay.
hitting the weight. It was just because I'm way too heavy, and I'm heavy to the point where I got to start worrying about health issues. So look at
Yikes.
look at us.
Right, exactly. Out here trying to live and shit.
Yes, exactly. And I got to keep preaching healthy lifestyle, because that's where it's at. Everybody got to stay as healthy as possible.
You're a fucking idiot, yo.
But I still got to work on the cardio. But let's go ahead and jump into what we got to talk about today. I immediately want to jump into new music.
Okay, fan. All right. Okay, all right. All right. Let's start with Lil Baby and Dirk.
And let me tell you something. I had to start it there on Lil Baby and Lil Durk, because originally, when I was ready to listen to music, I was like, all right, there's 3 albums I got to listen to. Olivia Rodrigo, she did the song on TikTok, became super famous, dropped the album, way better than I thought it was going to be. But I
No,
was like,
no, we're not. No, we're not.
but I'm
Okay.
telling the story. I was like, all right, I
Okay.
can listen to that whenever. I was like, all right. But Lloyd Banks and Lil Baby and the Durk, I'm like, I'm definitely listening to Lloyd Banks first.
Mhm,
I put on the track,
mhm.
got about 45 seconds into the first track, and I turned it off.
Oh shit!
I was just like, yeah, fuck this. I need to go listen to Dirk and Little Baby right now. Because the way the album was sounding, I was just like, if I start listening to this album right now, I'm not going to be listening to shit else.
Okay. Oh, look.
I-
Swerve.
See?
Swerve. Good shit. Good shit. Nice.
Um,
Expectation subversion.
Yeah. So I was listening to it, and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, nah, got to put on the Little Bit. And so I listened to that first,
Mm.
and it wasn't really a bad album. The Little Baby and Little Dirk album, The Voice and the Hero. It
Mm.
was about what I expected. They didn't leave the comfort zone, but here goes something I have a problem with. And I don't know if it's going to be too problematic. I got a problem with Little Dirk being so gangster. Like,
Why?
nigga,
What's the issue there? Why you got a problem?
he's real gangster.
Mm.
And it seems like, and I know it's not his fault, but it really seems like a lot of his friends, a lot of his artists, and a lot of his family is doing a whole lot of dying. And you still out here smoking on people, dead ops, and gang banging and doing all this shit. Maybe shut the fuck up. Talk about something else. It's shoot this, bang that, smoking in your dead ops, and every time I turn the page, Little Reese gets shot every 9 months. You already lost a brother. You just lost another one. And Tekashi 6ix9ine would never miss an opportunity to jump on and shit on this guy. And I feel bad for him. I mean, losing so many people, I don't know how he's staying afloat after loss after loss. And apparently, I think he's still on the case for I think he's still got a murder charge hanging over his head at some point.
This is honestly, to me, this is just a perfect example of live by the sword, die by the sword. And he doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Like, I'm sure he's human like anybody else. Like, I'm sure he grieves when they die and stuff like that. I'm sure he's worried for his life and the lives of the people around him and shit like that. But I mean, they know what it is. Like, if you're gonna live this life, that shit is a risk, man. Like,
See, but it doesn't have to be that.
it doesn't, but
It really don't.
in here, that's
when
where they at.
Tarantino writes a movie, Reservoir Dogs, he doesn't have to rob a bank to talk about, to make a movie about a bank robbery.
You're absolutely right.
When
Martin
if you watch
Scorsese.
Yeah.
does
If you're
some
watching
crime
ESPN,
drama.
you don't have to be, if you're watching ESPN, you don't have to be a former baseball player, former football player to talk about a sport intelligently.
Right.
Same thing with rappers. You don't have to kill everybody in a 3-mile radius to talk about gangster rap. It's unfair and it's unnecessary and it's literally fucking killing us.
I don't understand. I mean, and that personally, that's what I like to do in my music. Like, I tell stories. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of it is going to be inspired from, cats we grew up with, cats we actually know, personally. And then it's going to be other things that are, might be inspired by a video game I played or might be inspired by, some movie I've watched or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's okay to take inspiration and put that into your music. Now, don't go out there saying, oh, I bust guns, I do this, I do that. But at the same time, like, you could tell a story, you could paint a picture. Like, why not? If you have the technical skill to do it, go for it. Like,
And Nas was an artist at that. That was one of the best things he was able to do.
my man
Slick
rapped
Rick is
about a goddamn dollar bill. Come on, fam. Like, if he was a gun in the song, like, yo, come on, come on.
yeah. But let's go ahead and get back to the album. We got Chicago and Atlanta meeting up. These guys are actually friends in real life. They actually hang out. They're actually really, really cool. What did you think of the album, The Voice and the Hero?
Um, it was, and I'm glad that you say that they're real life friends and shit like that. I feel like you could feel the chemistry through the music. So I thought that was dope. The vibe was good. And it turned into white noise for me. Like, it just droned the fuck on for way too fucking long. Like, no,
Yeah,
no.
a lot of these trap albums, they fall into that. You
Right.
get the same trap beat. It all sounds similar. You got the echoey pianos and the banging 808s. And they just fell right into the comfort zone. It wasn't bad. I thought it was a good listen, but nothing really stood out. In fact, this is one of the few times that I listened to an album and I was so happy every time guest appearances came because they just really broke up the monotony. And at least on these guest appearances, the guests were really able to shine, especially Meek Mill,
Mm.
especially Travis Scott. I think was Rod Wave on this thing? Yeah,
Um,
yeah. He was on more closer to the end, and he was able to really shine. And they did a couple of good tracks, but for me, nothing on this album really stood out
not at
ahead of the
all.
pack.
And
Like
it
I
was
can't tell
and it
you
was like the album's like almost an hour long, 59 minutes. Like,
unnecessarily long. It's just two of y'all, and y'all not doing a whole bunch of third verses.
get,
So why
get the
is it
fuck
so
out of
long?
here. Like, and that's another thing too. Like, I tried to like tune in and really pay attention to what they were saying, but it was like, if you don't give enough of a fuck to put this in a way that is audibly palatable to me, why the fuck am I trying so hard to listen? Like, it just became background music.
That's because it's very palatable for a lot of other people. So,
Mm.
there's a large group of people who just absolutely love this shit.
I
So
can't, like, take a breath. Like, how do they perform this in real life? Like, because you can't. You can hear the punch-ins. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. There's no way. There's nothing about me that's gonna be attracted to this type of music. I'll keep giving it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear good things about Lil Baby, at least. Like, I hear good things and I want to understand, but I just don't.
And it's funny because Lil Baby is one of the artists that he's kind of looked at kind of like how Uzi Vert is looked at as
Mm,
being one of the more actually talented of this new crop
mm-hmm.
of MCs and singers and singers and writers and rappers. Little Uzi Vert and that's what you hear, Little Uzi Vert and Lil Baby. When it really comes down to it, they're some of the most talented. And
Mm.
I'm willing to give Lil Baby the fact that he's a lot better than what I originally gave him credit for.
Okay.
Cause when he first came out, I was like, yeah, I kind of like this song, the drip to her. I was like, yeah, this song is kind of catchy, but I put him right in the category with everybody else. Once I listened to the album, I was just like, oh, he's actually a lot better. But
Mm.
for me, it's really him and the baby and Little Uzi Vert who kind of stands out more than everybody else. And I would have said the same about Triple X Tentacion. this was a good idea to do something different. And I feel like it was a missed opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong,
Agreed.
it's not a bad album. And we didn't get a whole lot of music this year. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna end up in a lot of people's lists. But for me, it's
It's whatever. Like if you
yeah,
like them, you like them, and you
yeah.
gonna get what you came for. But
And
this
I'm
ain't gonna
not
get them new fans.
I'm not too crazy about either artist. So for me, it was just
Eh.
I see that headphones slipping out on a consistent basis. You wanna
Oh,
take care
it's
of
not
that?
in my ears. It's on my shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I'm gonna
Now
just leave it there. Fuck it.
let's go ahead and jump into what I really want to talk about. Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable. It's
Okay.
been a good solid 10, 11 years since we got a real album from Banks. The
Mm,
last one was Hunger for More 2, which was fucking banging.
mm,
We got a couple of mixtapes in between. I know we got another Halloween Havoc. I think it's been a good at least 2, 3 years
mm.
since we got a full project from him. Um, what's your take on The Course of the Inevitable?
Honestly, uh, not that it's a bad thing, but same thing with Lil Baby and Dirk. Like, if you're a fan, if this is what you came for, you got what the fuck you came for. Like,
Right.
in spades. You got the instrumentation, the bars were there, the flow was there. Like, if you know what this is,
It's Banks.
you got that
Good.
shit.
And
Like,
it's independent Banks. Banks gets to do exactly what the fuck he want to do.
Mm.
It's really mixtape Banks at his best.
now the only problem that I have
Oh,
is
I got some problems with this album.
right now, okay. So mixtape banks is real cool and all, but if you doing an album, even if you independent, you gotta give me one hook, bro. I don't remember a single fucking
No,
hook
no,
on
no,
this
no, no,
album.
no. See. Now you're doing too much. He does got hooks.
What?
Yes, he does have hooks. But he has Banks like hooks. Banks hooks they hit a little bit different. And some of them was really good. Death by Design.
They just sound like more bars. Like I
Exactly, and that's kind of his thing. I thought the hook on Death by Design was great.
Mm.
Crown Falsified, Pain, Pressure, Paranoia.
Honestly, that's where the album starts for me. Crown is where it really starts. Like, okay, so
Really, I love the first half. I love Propane, Early Exit. But before we go jump into the tracks, I want to talk about some of the other stuff that I
Okay.
didn't like.
Yeah.
One, usually with a Banks album, you expect at least one single. Like one single. You know what I'm talking about.
I could
Beamer,
not pick
Benz, and
one.
Bentley, they weren't here. And it didn't take anything away from the project, but I was kind of hoping we was gonna get one. And we
Right.
really didn't. And
Right.
I don't think he was in the mood to give us one, which is okay. This is the project he wanted to give us.
I
can
think
accept
I think
that,
that's what it was.
but
Yeah.
I kind of miss it. Two, and this was the most disappointing, the engineering. It was not mixed well. It was not mixed well. It sounds like one of the early albums that I used to do before I really even knew anything about mixing.
He's a little muffled. He's a little
It's not throughout the whole album, but for about half of the album, so it just doesn't sound right. It's just not mixed good. And then sometimes it's really bad. When Rocky Marcy was on it,
Yeah. There's a
was
clear difference in their
it's
vocal
just like
tracks.
it's like, did he send you a verse from 2013? Like,
Maybe.
and not only was it mixed bad, it wasn't mixed to the track. And there was a lot of times where Banks it just sounded off. It didn't sound clean or clear enough. It didn't sound professional quality, which would be fine if I was buying this for $7 on Jamaica Ave. But this is an official album. I understand. And you know what though? This shows what going to independent could do, because that probably costs money. I don't know if it was a money thing. I mean, it's Lloyd Banks, G Unit. I mean, he's probably still getting residuals, probably got a decent net worth. I don't know why this album wasn't mixed to a professional standard.
I mean, honestly, like a lot of times you have to look at these cats and understand, like, some of them are just pure artists, and maybe they don't know every single detail. Maybe, like, when he listened to it on the professional speakers in the studio, it sounds fucking perfect.
Or
But
he
you put
probably
it in your
listened to it,
car.
probably listened to it back before any mastering was done. Like, yeah, that sounds good. you'll take care of this and send it out when you're done.
Exactly. So it's like there's 100 different ways that an artist could allow something like this to get released and just not even fucking notice that it's a problem.
But where's your A&R? Where's your executive producer? Somebody should have caught that at some place before drop date.
You would think that, right?
You would think that. And that really annoyed me. It's both good and bad. For me, as an audiophile, as somebody who's an engineer, I was like, yeah. But but if you're looking for mixtape banks, that kind of goes with the mixtape. It's super gritty and grimy. So you probably just heard it like, nah, just leave it there. It sounds even grimier. So I don't know. So, it's both good and bad. Outside of that though, bars was hitting. Propane came in hard. He said, kill a nigga, set up a GoFundMe to steal it. I was just like, when I heard that, that's when I turned off the album. I said, we need to see what Lil Baby and I'm talking about. Because once I play this, I will only be playing this for the next couple of days.
Honestly,
and I was right.
Like I said, all right, so Empathy with Freddie Gibbs and the Formaldehyde with Benny the Butcher.
The features came through.
Those shits hit.
Features came through.
Like I said, the album really started for me with Crown. That shit right there, I felt like
the first half.
He was on his shit, yo.
Early Exit also was another good hook. And before I get into that, there was one more other problem I had. Production. The production is perfect for Banks. You got complicated rhymes over uncomplicated beats.
Yes.
Which is good. At some parts, especially more towards the middle and the third quarter of the album, it did get a little bit repetitive for a little bit, but I know that this is where Banks is at home at. It would also be nice to see him do something a little bit different, but I don't know. It fit Banks very well sonically, maybe a little bit too well.
Honestly, I wanted something with a little more knock, and it never came.
Exactly, and Banks got third verses. This album, it goes on for a while. There's a lot of tracks. So I felt like there was room to do that. So I felt like that was a missed opportunity. But outside of that, you just gotta break it down to bars. I'm gonna get to the bars that Banks got him. He got him in spades. He's still the PLK, and this is, everybody talk about, oh, I don't want to listen to radio, it's so boring, real hip hop, Well, guess what, it's right there.
There it is.
Go out there and grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, this shit was, and honestly, like, I haven't listened to Banks in dumb long. I think the last time I heard him was on, I want to say it was like Remember the Titans. It was like him,
that
Joe.
Was a long time ago. Yeah, him, Joe Budden, Royce
and
the
Royce. Yeah, like that was the
that
last
was a while ago.
Yeah, so it's like it's been a minute since I heard Banks spit like that.
He's still been around. He's still good for a feature every now and then. Always comes hard, but mostly he's been chill. And like I said, it's been 10, 11 years since we got a full, solid, actual album coming from him. But he's been dropping a couple of mixtapes. Yeah, I know you dropped at least 3 or 4 mixtapes since. You know what? I went back and bumped V5 after the album.
What the fuck?
I know it's one of my favorite Banks mixtape. Did you happen to listen to the Olivia Rodrigo album?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Can I tell you this was the best pick?
Okay.
This shit went fucking hard, my G. Like, my nigga, I'm sitting there. Yo, I made Shorty look up how old this chick was. Cause I was
how old
like,
is she? I don't think she's that old.
Bruh, she's 18. Why she sound like this? Who hurt her? Why she said, yo, I swear to God, she could fit in with niggas back in the emo, the Linkin Park days and shit. Like her vibe is right fucking there, fam. Like
you can feel it, right?
Yo.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I feel this shit.
Either she's our age or she got an older sister or older brother. She was listening to somebody's older shit. Like, why she sound like this?
I think somebody broke her heart and she took that shit hard.
Boy, did she.
And I'm not saying with the singing ability, but what it reminds me of is somebody like a Mary J. Blige, who, when Mary J. Blige sings, you feel that pain.
Yes.
That pain. And and she actually said, that she's not making music like that anymore because it's slowly killing her. Because she has to live in this pain, to bring it out. And you can feel it.
Right.
And I don't think it's as much pain or to a serious level as Mary's, I'm just saying she has that ability to internalize that, and you can hear it in the voice. And I wasn't really expecting much. I was just like, all right, this is from one of the new TikTok kids. It's popular. Gotta at least listen to it, stay relevant. And I found myself really, really enjoying the album, like a lot.
So okay, so she's one of them Disney kids.
No, not a Disney kid. So she was on TikTok and she had a little guitar and she's played that song Driver's License. Everybody's like, wow, that song is really, really good. Then she made a real song, it blew up, went to #1, and then she got signed, dropped the album.
Nah, hold on. Nah,
I don't think she's a Disney kid. I think she's from TikTok.
Olivia Rodrigo, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what the fuck? Yo. Autocorrect is a motherfucker. Apparently, I wanted to go to the Olive Garden real quick.
You know, somebody needs to tell Apple it's never ducking. Nobody ever says ducking. It's never ducking.
That's never no one's ever said that on purpose. All right, so let me see.
Unless somebody said, "Are you ducking me? Where's my money?" That's it.
Okay, so she was in Bizaardvark from 2016 to 2019, which, boy, this looks like the most Disney show that ever Disney to Disney.
What's it called?
Bizaardvark. Yeah.
Bizarre and Aardvark?
Yes. I'm not even gonna look into why that's the name of the show. Fuck that.
See, and now I already know. As soon as I'm done with this episode, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, absolutely. And she was also okay. She's not a Disney kid. She was in High School Musical, the series.
Hold on, wait, say again?
Yes. Yeah, let's do this again.
High School Musical was like 15 years ago.
No. This shit started in 2019 because it's not High School Musical. It's High School Musical, the series. They just didn't give a fuck when they named this shit. Like, they gave zero fucks.
I think they're trying to be funny. I don't really... does not compute. It's not really hitting me right now. High School Musical, the series.
Musical, the series.
High School Musical, the musical. That's mad long for no reason. How you gonna put that on a DVD cover? Fuck out of here.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, she.
Okay, no. So maybe she's a Disney kid. Because I remember correctly, High School Musical is Disney, right?
Yes. And so is the Bizaardvark's joint.
I never seen it.
I haven't fucked with Disney Channel in a fucking minute, yo. Like, when did Kim Possible go off the air?
I felt like it was a big thing. I know South Park did a whole episode of like a High School Musical thing.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I'm not really that into musicals. Disney animated movies, okay. West Side Story, sure. I know they're coming out with a new one. I'm not planning to go see that. No. I didn't see Sweeney Todd. Even though I hear that it's good and it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't see Sweeney Todd, didn't see Cats. I'm not a big musical guy. Even though Clerks still had a big musical number right in the middle, it still wasn't a musical. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking.
But yeah, at the end of the day, though, the Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, that shit.
It knocks.
What the fuck? For no reason. For no fucking reason. It doesn't need to be as good as it is. And honestly, like, my concern is like, yo, you kicked in the door with this shit.
I thought I was gonna rip it apart. And I find myself really just enjoying the album.
Bro, I was tight. When I saw that shit on the list and then I looked it up and I saw what it was, I was like, oh, he's doing this just to be an asshole. But, bruh.
It's good. I'm glad you listened to it. I know sometimes you look at some shit and be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So, and that's why I asked you, like, yo, did you see it? I mean, did you listen to it?
I absolutely did. And goddamn it, I fucking loved it.
All right, let's go ahead and switch gears.
All right, what we got?
So, I saw a video.
You saw a video.
Of a rapper. His name is Pooh Shiesty.
Love it.
I don't know too much about the guy. I know he did a song with Dirk, and Dirk had a line that, for some reason, and this is what gets me, because like when I was in high school, I used to listen to shit like Cannabis, and you know, I used to get these crazy metaphors and similes and crazy wordplay and lyrical construct, you know, just different constructive lyrics
This is
broke
gonna
it
be
down.
none of that.
No. So the rhyme that like Little Bird, that like the line of the whole song that everybody remembers, like, Pooh, you know you my dog, but Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. Yeah, something to that effect. I'm probably not saying it as good or as swaggy, but that's kind of what it is. Anyway, this rapper Pooh Shiesty is at King of Diamonds. He's doing a performance. He got
Okay.
about $40,000 in his pocket. Doing his
Okay.
performance, rocking the mic.
All right.
Somebody reaches into his pocket, takes his 40,000.
Get your hands out of my pocket.
He takes a pistol out and fires a pistol. I don't know if he fires into the crowd or he fires up in the air, but he fires a pistol in a load in a room full of people.
Okay, wait.
Allegedly.
So, the story I saw said that he was getting escorted out of the club. And as he was being escorted out by security, the money disappeared, fell out of his pocket.
So,
and he brandishes the weapon and shoots at the ground.
So the video that I seen is after the shooting, he's getting escorted out by security. And I don't know, he just had an extra ski mask on, but he had a mask and you could see him with the gun leaving. All on video. Here goes the, breaking news just came out today. He did get arrested for that today. Originally, he was given no bond, but the judge gave him a $10,000 bond, but he has to wait till at least tomorrow because he has another shooting charge that he has to answer for. Here goes a problem that I have. He's a signed hip hop artist. People love him, yada, yada, yada. $40,000 to him is probably about $40 to me.
Mm.
If somebody booked me for $40, yeah, I'm gonna be tight. I'm probably not gonna shoot somebody over $40.
I'm not gonna do that, no.
Now, 40,000 is a lot, no matter what.
Right.
And for 40,000, which the fuck is it? Why is it hanging out of your pockets?
Can't imagine why. There's
At
I'm
King of
direct
Diamonds.
deposit, cash at me. Like, what the fuck? Why are you?
The thing about it is, this is just a case of a bad decision. You could have easily just chalked it up to the game, went about your day, but you decided to put your career, your entourage, your friends, security, everybody at that club, you put them in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Over 40 bands. Somebody could have easily died. Somebody could have got trampled. Somebody could have got hit with a ricochet. It was just
Security guard got shot in the leg. That could have hit a fucking artery and it could have been a wrap for him. Like,
it's just so much bad decisions, and I'm just ultimately super just disappointed by it all. I want to feel bad for the kid because if you unload a gun in a room full of people, they usually talk 10 to 20, if not more. I think they
Right.
said something like 20 years minimum. You already got another shooting thing. And all reality, his career, we could be looking at the tail end of his career. He could do a Bobby Schmurder thing, might be out at 7, might be out at 15. It just seems so wasteful and such bad decision making.
and this is why you gotta have people. Like, not just yes men, not just security, whatever. You need to have real ass people that can tell you when you're doing bullshit. Like you said, okay, you're signed, right? You're established, you out here, you're getting good money. What do you need a gun for to begin with? And if you feel that you need a gun, you probably shouldn't be in that place.
That's 100% facts. One of the things that I learned a long time ago, if I feel like I need to have a ratchet on me to go someplace, I don't need to
shouldn't
be going there.
go. It's just that simple.
You have an
Like-
entourage. You got 40,000. Should have spent it on fucking security who can legally have a gun.
And this is, we need to, I understand, you know, street shit, hood shit, and all of that. You don't want to have security and all that. Fuck that. We out here dying. Okay? Fuck the bullshit. I need these young cats to live. Because it's getting to a point now where it's like, you know, kids are getting behind this guy, and it looks like he might be, he's dead. Never mind. Oh, well, kids are getting behind this guy. He's doing 15 to life. Okay. Well, like, what are you, what the fuck?
Where are the older people? Why?
Oh, no, there's a chasm
where are
there.
the OGs? This is just such, and it seems like it could have all been avoided. I mean, but really it's on Pooh. You're old enough. You're a grown-ass man. You could have just chalked it up to the game. Instead, you put people in danger. I want to feel bad for him. But
Nah.
God, it just seemed like a case of you had it coming. I mean, I really wish him the best. I'm glad. You said a security guard got hit?
Yeah, he got apparently he
Did
got
he
shot in the
shoot-
leg.
Did he shoot the security guard?
As from what the report said, yes, it was from him shooting.
See, the bullshit is stuff like that just escalates a situation to deadly parameters. Off
Right.
top. And I really can't respect that. I can't respect that because you
It's
was dumb.
unnecessary.
You could have you didn't even have to spend the whole 40K. You could have did it for 10K. You could have had 2 security guards with guns standing right by you. When Cassidy went to go battle Hitman, he had the security guards right here. He like, I'm not gonna be one of those guys who get knocked the fuck out on a battle on YouTube.
Not gonna do me like that.
Especially with Hitman, who has multiple videos of him knocking people out. Which is always shocking to me because it doesn't really look like he has that much mass on him. I mean, he's pretty built, but still, it doesn't really have the mass just to be knocking niggas out in the fashion that he does. But
Listen, nothing hurts more than the punch you don't see coming.
that's a fact. And Cass is like 5'2", so
He's
he's
like,
like, not
him
me.
the fuck out.
and people were kind of making fun of him, and I was like, no, that's kind of the smart move. I'd rather be the guy there with 2 security guards and nothing happens to, than the guy with no security guards keeping
Got
it
knocked
real
the fuck out.
and gonna have 13 million plays on YouTube of me getting my fucking ass whooped. And I'm too old to be getting my ass whooped. I can't take a hit like that right now.
Nah. If Cass need 13 million players on anything, it should be drinking my 2-step. Like not getting dumped the fuck out.
He got better songs than that. Even though drinking my 2-step hit, I'm a hustler was a hit. That was a fucking hit.
Yeah. Come on. I fuck with that whole album, actually.
All right, real quick. Let's go ahead and jump into video game just for a quick second.
Just touch on it real quick.
So,
Mass Effect is still fucking awesome. Yep.
Still awesome. I beat the second one, and I felt so bad, and it's been eating me up this whole time.
Who'd you kill?
So, nobody.
Okay.
All loyal. Everybody lived.
Okay.
Almost everybody.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
I played this game. I know everything. I know all the stuff I gotta do, but I forgot one important thing. Right before the last mission. So
Oh, no.
the collectors come. They grab everybody. I was like, all right, I already know what's up. I was like, but you know what? This will be a good time to bang out a couple of missions. And it wasn't until I'm like 6 missions in, I was just like, yo, man, it's mad funny. I'm out here doing these missions. They're all grabbed up by the collectors, probably waiting for me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
No, they're not. No, they're not fucking waiting. They're
No.
fucking dying.
The only one that gets saved is the doc. The whole crew's dead. Even Miss Chambers.
You motherfucker.
And you know what? I didn't even hook up with Miss Chambers.
Well,
We
you
had-
couldn't because she got fucking dissolved.
Oh, is it after?
Yes, you have to
Okay.
save her for that.
Okay, yeah. Definitely hooked up with Tali though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was with Liara.
I'm going all aliens before it, because I already did all the human girls. So now I'm trying to get some alien box.
You're a fucking
And you know,
idiot.
the one with Tali felt the sweetest, didn't it?
Honestly, like, I think the way they wrote it, they expect you to go for Liara because she just, I don't know, there's something about the blue chick. There's something about the way she acts, the way
I definitely did that in the first one. It was Liara, but only because I never did. It was always Ashley. 'Cause she wasn't blue.
fucking
It
that
doesn't make any
racist ass
sense.
bitch. Fuck.
She was kinda, and you know what? Now that we're a little bit more woke, she gets canceled.
She
Yep.
damn sure should. Like,
Yep.
Ashley
cancel
ain't
her.
shit. Oh my god.
You know what though? I'm a little bit worried about getting into 3. First off, I never played the Rival DLC. I had it but never played it. But I think it's gonna be awesome.
The arrival in 2. Right. Yeah.
And 3 is the only one that I only played once.
Oh man.
Even
so
though
you
I
never
have
played
it-
the Citadel DLC before,
Nope.
and you never played the Leviathan DLC.
Nope.
Oh,
Even though I own them
Ooh,
for Xbox 360.
god damn, you had them shits for a minute.
I have the original first pressing of Mass Effect.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit worried because it's not like Mass Effect 1 or 2 that I could just run through with my eyes closed. You know, this is so like I'm still going to be kind of figuring out some stuff along the way.
Yeah,
But you know
are.
what? I guess what? this is the first time it's Legendary Edition. I don't have to be perfect for this, right?
You don't.
I
Not
feel
at
like I
all.
do, though. I feel like I do.
You honestly, I feel like even for a first playthrough, because one of the things is the galactic readiness, right? So
Yes.
in the original Mass Effect 3, you had multiplayer.
That's what it was. I was so bad at getting everybody ready.
Oh,
I don't know why it was so hard. Nobody was fucking with me. And I remember that's why I only played it once, because I had such a bad experience of trying to get everybody together and being mad that it didn't work out the way I thought it was going to.
how many people died in Mass Effect 2?
For the crew, I mean, just the crew.
Okay. So
my
when
squad,
you originally played Mass Effect 3, you had everybody.
yeah. Oh, see, yeah, nah. See, the first playthrough, yeah, there was a couple.
Yeah.
I remember I was mad because Garrus didn't make it. Garrus is like my main nigga.
That kind of shit is kind of important to your galactic readiness.
Yeah, the first I lost like 4, and I was just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, everybody can't come. It wasn't until years later that I learned that you could save everybody and shit.
Yeah, you definitely can.
And what I did is, you know, when they send like Genesis, where you could just like, you know, just a little gameplay of you repicking the decisions.
Yeah.
My dumbass answered honestly. I was like, yeah, nah, I lost Garrus, lost the Solarian.
Oh my God.
I don't know where Jack went.
You lost Morden? Oh yeah,
Morden was the first one.
Oh yeah, your galactic readiness would be fucked. Absolutely. Yeah, makes sense.
Up. So yeah, so maybe it'd be better off.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. You sent me some shit about Kevin Spacey. I guess he's coming back.
Let me
come back. No. I got this. Who told you to come back, nigga?
Who asked you?
You're not good here. Why are you back?
Let me ask you a question. Let me set the scene for you, right? All right. So let's say you get caught up, you get canceled for a crime. Let's say you rob somebody that everyone really likes, right? Fuck it. Let's make it as ridiculous as possible, right? 5-10 years later, you're like, you know what? I'm about to get back into shit. I'm about to get back into the limelight. I'm gonna try to get my fame back. What's the first role you going for? Somebody who robbed somebody. That's right. No.
Yeah.
No one's doing that.
What's the role?
So we know Mr. Spacey got into some shit because he was friendly with some boys.
Yeah, a little handsy.
Little touchy-feely. That's the role. That's the role. He is playing this is how we did it on a Unconventional Couple. We just say file so that we don't get the whole shit shut down. Yeah, he plays a file in this upcoming project of his. Why would you fucking do that? You know. Hold on, no, because now I'm making connections.
Balls on this guy.
What? There are only 2 other people on the face of this fucking planet who have the balls that this guy has. R. Kelly, who literally fucking wrote a song for Aaliyah called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." You motherfucker.
We look back at it like, oh God, it's all of our faults. It is all of our faults.
He told us everything, and we were just like, yo, this song is banging. Like, so R. Kelly and Chris D'Elia.
I was gonna say Chris D'Elia
because if you watch the show,
yeah, he played himself.
He fucking played himself. Like, he played himself, and he played himself. Like,
absolutely. You know, the Kevin Spacey thing definitely hurt for me. Kevin Spacey was actually one of my favorite actors. I remember first seeing him in The Negotiator. You know, you got Usual Suspects. You got American Beauty. He had just been, and I loved House of Cards. Horrible Bosses. He's been in so many movies I love. One of my favorite actors, so that one really hurt. But guess what? You like going around grabbing on 14-year-old boys, so it's definitely fuck you.
Get him out of here.
No one told you to come back. Go back to your fucking hole. We will let you know when we need you.
Like, bruh, cancel culture does not fucking work. But this motherfucker, this needs to stick.
Yeah, he definitely needs to stay canceled.
Why would he? Once again, this is why you need people, because somebody needed to tell him like, no, put that script down, put it the fuck down, not that one. Like,
Yeah, because the funny thing is, do you think somebody like had to convince him, like, hey, look, man, no, it's time to get back out there. We got this role for you. We gotta
no.
get you back out there.
I promise you, they were holding the door shut. And they were just like, fuck it, he's not going away. Just, I don't know, give him that script.
You know what? If I remember from the article, this role isn't in America, so he's gonna be in France, which I don't know, somehow seems more fitting. But
well, after Cuties,
I didn't see that.
No, neither did I, but I know enough about it to know that, yeah, it'll probably go over better in France.
So I hear everybody was kind of mad about, I don't know, was it everybody was just mad about the trailer or the poster, or was the movie actually problematic?
Nah, the movie, here's the problem. The movie had a valid point that it was trying to make. They just did it in all of the wrong fucking ways. Like, in every mistake they could have made in the execution of it, they like doubled it. And
maybe I gotta go watch it.
No.
No?
No, you don't.
What is it about? Did you see it?
Elevator pitch? I'm never fucking watching this movie.
Yes, elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch. Underage girls twerking.
No. Cuties, not TikTok.
Right. And it's funny because that's kind of what the story they're trying to tell there is. They're trying to say like how social media and TV and movies influence these young girls and make them want to sexualize themselves far before they should ever be doing so. Except they use like actual little girls in the movie. So super uncomfortable to fucking watch. Like,
yeah, it's a pandemic. I don't need to be any more uncomfortable. I got a mask on all day.
Bruh, listen, okay, if you want to do that movie so fucking bad, you do what everyone else does. You get some 18 or 19-year-old girls who look young and put them in the fucking movie. You don't use actual 11 and 12-year-old girls. What the fuck is wrong with you?
CW recipe. Like, yeah, I'm here for my first day of high school. Bitch, you're 32. Stop.
Come on, fam. They've been killing that for years. Like, and that's fine. Because no one wants to really watch some little girl do any of that shit.
That is 100% a fact. In fact, let's go ahead and move on. Do you got that list of WWE releases?
Oh my fuck me. Hold on. There's only 2. That's a lie. I need the whole list.
I mean, I know there was a couple, but there was a couple of big names. I don't remember.
Oh,
I remember at least one of them was really shocking.
So, Buddy Murphy, Santana Garrett,
both solid workers.
Lana, Ruby fucking Riot.
What the fuck did she do to get released? As big as they pumped her up at NXT?
Wait till you, if there's anything you should know, it's that a main roster call-up means you're fucked. Aleister Black.
Another super solid worker. What, and wasn't he in the middle of a feud?
He just kicked Big E directly in the fucking face, and literally the next week, gone. And then the top name on this fucking list, motherfucking Braun Strowman.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Now, here we go. We finally found the reason for these releases. Ready? You ready?
WWE broke?
Cutbacks. Trying to save money.
Okay, so does WWE have live audiences yet?
I don't believe so.
Because they're in Florida. Florida never give a fuck about the pandemic.
Yeah.
At any point.
Yeah. Okay, so they're still doing the Thunderdome thing with the
yeah,
stuff like that. I I want to say they had limited audience for maybe a couple events, like some pay-per-views. But they're talking about getting back to touring again. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, those ticket sales did not fucking hurt the bottom line of the WWE. Even as big as that company is, losing that hurts. How the fuck ever? What you're not going to lead me to believe is that these motherfuckers are the ones that needed to get cut.
No, Braun Strowman? The
Bruh,
fuck? He's gonna make so much fucking money in Japan.
he honestly, I would love to see Braun Strowman either go to Ring of Honor or Impact and just fucking blow one of those companies up.
So, did you hear about WWE trying to do NXT Japan? They've been trying to buy a company. New Japan wasn't selling their company to them, but
Well,
they might have a working agreement coming up soon.
They're trying to make that happen, which there's no fucking way.
No, we all see what happened with ECW.
And let me tell you why that's not gonna work. Because you know who else has a working partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling? AEW.
Mhm.
And there's no because what that would mean, current United States title holder in NJPW is who? One John Moxley.
Mm.
And let me tell you where the fuck he's not going ever again. No.
It's just wild how no matter how big you are, literally. I mean, Strowman was definitely shocking. Somebody who's always at the top of the card.
Absolutely.
And let him go for what? I wonder how long the non-competes are.
90 days, which you got some awesome sites out there like Cage Side Seats and Wrestle Talk. They always do that calculation for you because they're like, their non-compete clause runs out, what is it, like 3 days before the next major AEW pay-per-view.
You know Strowman's going to be elite.
Listen, Big Show and Mark Henry already went to AEW. Now, those are two guys we never fucking thought were going to leave Vince.
And especially, I mean, that Big Show contract was something crazy. He was one of the most highest paid guys.
And still
his travel accommodation was crazy. Like, they gave him a trailer. He never had to drive or flights past a certain distance. Like,
still left. And I also, since we talking wrestling, I also want to jump in and give a shout out to Leo Rush. He was
on the challenge.
He actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He actually just got injured at the last AEW event. He was just about to sign to AEW, and this last injury, he was just like, yo, I can't keep doing this to myself. I can't do this to my body. I want to spend time with my family. And he gracefully bowing out. Like,
so he was on this last season of the challenge. I'm sorry, not the last season. He was on the challenge Total Madness. He was well liked. He didn't really do too much. A couple of episodes in, he left for mental health reasons. He's like, he's like, my wife was about to have a baby.
Yep.
I just got fired from wrestling. It's not really the best time for me. I gotta go. And everybody really respected that. Like, the host TJ Lavin usually, like, anybody who's quitting, he
lights them the fuck up.
Absolutely, he rips them, and he was just like, hey, you gotta do what's best for you. We agree with you. We'll see you again in the future. And I'm glad I'm glad that us as a society overall, and especially in fucking reality TV where it's needed, we're all a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more knowledgeable about mental health issues, and we take it a lot more seriously than we used to. Because back in the day, we'd be like, motherfuckers nuts, and just keep it pushing. Like, so I'm glad people are getting the mental health that they need. It's serious. And it comes really when it turns out most people suffer some form of mental illness.
Right.
How can you not these fucking days? So I'm glad people are taking it seriously and getting the help that they need. There's nothing wrong with seeing therapy or even just seeking help for becoming a better version of yourself. So props to him.
honestly, sometimes, and that's why I really respect what he's doing. Like he was really on a path. Like he was about to turn the fuck up, and he was just like, nah, let me sit the fuck down. And sometimes that's what you got to do. That's what's
And,
best for you.
and also, a retirement in wrestling doesn't mean, forever. It doesn't mean, and, 2 more years or a year or so, he's not feeling differently. So,
Right.
let that man get the help that he needs. Let him live his life. Hopefully, we'll see him on the back end.
Facts.
Let's go ahead and switch it up and let's take it to movies. Did you happen to catch the release of The Conjuring? The
I
Devil Made Me Do It.
I did. I
Wow.
did. Now, if y'all know how we do movies around here,
Spoiler alert.
all of the spoiler alerts, because
Yes.
we don't know how to not do that.
Actually, I don't even think it's necessary. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I don't really know what I could spoil for you. I was so fucking... Now, listen, I watch movies. I love movies. And just like when I used to do music and became a producer and learned how beats are made,
Mm,
I listen to music differently.
Right.
And ever since I bought a camera and started studying and learning stuff about film, I learned a lot more about film, how
Mm.
certain cuts are used, how music is used to build tension and musical hits.
right.
I learned, and it makes watching movies a little bit nerve-wracking too.
Right.
And
Uh-oh.
yeah, this thing first off, I don't know. I'm not a big horror movie fan. As
Okay.
in, I don't find horror movies scary. There are some horror movies I find entertaining or I think done well. Something like The Quiet Place, which we'll get into later, was, masterfully done.
Mm.
And the way it builds tension, pacing, that kind of stuff. But this movie, I don't know. First off, Ed and Lorraine Warren, to me, are just fucking, they're whack. They are nut jobs to me.
Oh,
And
shit.
frauds to me. It doesn't help that I don't believe in any of this shit.
Wait. The real life versions, or
Yeah, the real life version.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait, what? In the movie, they're so dope.
Yeah. In the movie, they're dope, but in real life, you guys sound like you're full of fucking shit.
It's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy.
It is sketchy, and I mean the actors are fine, but I just off top, I'm watching this movie just thinking and knowing that everybody here is just kind of full of shit.
Oh, so you walked in the door at a -5, like
A little bit, but I always give everything a fair shake. But I didn't think it was a great movie.
I listen.
I thought it was pretty terrible.
I'll put it to you like this. Me and wifey, we watched all of them. We have watched everything in the Conjuring universe. El Yorna, the
I mean, the universe.
oh yeah. No, like this is a whole thing. Like it's not just the Conjuring 1, 2, and 3. There's the Annabelle movies. There's El Yorna.
The doll.
Yeah. So that's all connected. It's like a little horror universe thing, right?
Oh, God, don't tell me there's a ghost MCU.
Sure, let's go with that. But yeah, it's a connected universe. So
Hold on a second, real quick, because that makes Universal's Dark Universe looks even more worse. Because they couldn't get past one fucking movie.
Completely fucked up. Absolutely. And how do you fuck up with such universally known IPs? Like you suck. You fucking suck.
Because they picked the Mummy to go first, and that was fucking stupid.
They blew it.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was the one to go with.
Give it another 10 years, they'll be back at it.
Gotta hope not.
But yeah, so we've watched all of them, right? So I came into this with I don't want to say high expectations, but I had expectations, and none of them were met.
Okay, good. I'm glad you hated it too.
Like it was a movie.
It wasn't scary. It was. Here's the worst part. I wasn't entertained at all. Nothing, not the special effects, not the monster, not the story. Because you know what? It could be a shitty horror movie, but if the story of it was kind of cool, then all right.
Right. Give me some interesting lore or something.
Nothing here for me. Not set design, not pieces, not nothing. I disliked everything about it. Even worse, the part where, he stabs the guy and it's very confusing. It's loud. You hear these sounds coming from every place. He's confused, da-da-da-da. There's a right way and a wrong way to do those kind of loud, confusing scenes. What's the movie with Adam Sandler that just came out? Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems was perfect at that. That movie was loud, everybody screaming back and forth, and it was done in a really masterful way where it built it up. And not always, but but that was a better way of doing it. This one really just seemed like chaos, and not in a good way.
Right.
I don't want to say
unintentional chaos.
I don't want to say it just bashing this movie.
I mean,
nothing good to say about it.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, and like I said, like the other movies give you some type of tie-in. Like you see the connection, you see how this universe, flows into each other.
I've never seen any of them. Maybe the first one.
It's fine. It's fine because it doesn't help this movie at all, and that's why like
cool.
that's why I'm saying it, because like you clearly just you came in and just like, okay, here's this movie. For me, someone who has been fully invested all this time, and I love the series. Like I've been enjoying the fuck out of it until here, and then I'm just like, oh, so this is it's over. Okay. Cool. Nothing with the daughter. No Annabelle shit. No. Oh, we're okay. We're just done. I guess this is over now.
How did this movie beat out A Quiet Place 2 for number one?
I'll put it to you like this. Now, I didn't get the opportunity to see A Quiet Place 2. I really wish I did, especially considering what I did watch. It's gonna be on streaming. I think they said in like 45 days or something like that. So like day fucking one, I'm on that shit.
Oh shit! All I had to do was just wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when you told me about the tickets, I thought that somebody gave them.
I went to the movies. I wanted to go to the movies to see it, and I gotta go to the movies again at the end of the month
for
Fast and Furious, Fast 9. I've seen all of them in the movies.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I just go see them.
You're in too deep at this point. Like you got
exactly. I can't pull out now.
God damn it.
So I did go see A Quiet Place 2. I'm going to keep it spoiler free.
Thank you.
Mostly.
Oh shit.
It was good. If the first movie was a 95, this is a 90. No one was expected to be better. Cillian Murphy's in it. I didn't know that, and I love him as an actor.
Wait,
Peaky Blinders. Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Because as soon as you said Peaky Blinders, I was like, wait. No, that's the wrong name.
Cillian Murphy. Definitely love just about everything that he's in. God, that guy can act, even though he has a crazy face. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to describe his face. Apparently, and like that's how he looks.
That's cool. It's like that's really how you look, huh? Okay, cool.
All right, that's his face. I thought it was a prequel. It is not.
Oh,
yeah. I thought it was a prequel. It's not a prequel. It's a sequel.
Oh, so we just gotta deal with the fact that Dad's dead. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Really good. Go see it. It's really, really enjoyable. It's not as good as the first one, but that was a pretty high fucking bar. But this one is a very worthy sequel. Very worthy. Okay.
And honestly, like you said, like I didn't expect it to be better. I just wanted, don't fuck up the vibe. That's all I ask.
You know what? It really was a good sequel. They keep the vibe and they expound on it in a good, realistic way. It's not like it just totally goes left field. Nice. We're totally dealing with some other shit. And it picks up right at the end of the first movie.
Okay.
Right at the end. Like very next day. And man, just a really good movie. The script was great. I'm joking, they're not talking. But
because that's why I was like, what?
It's a whole bunch of fucking shushing. Before we get out of here, I do want to talk about this one story you sent me. And it was about the
because they're both ridiculous.
App. Okay. The Anom App.
Fantastic.
I do want to talk about the Texas mom, but you know what? It's just so fucking stupid. just say you wanted some attention for some YouTube content and call it a fucking day.
No, wait. Okay, hold on. No. Because I got to give my 2 cents on that one.
Okay. Let's go into Texas mom first. What's the story?
So basically, okay, this mom in Texas, 30-year-old woman, I believe, she goes into her daughter's school posing as her daughter, gets through 7 periods of fucking school before anyone says, hey, you're not a student here. And basically just proving the point of how shitty the security in the school is. Now, I have 2 examples of the right way to do security, whether you feel it's comfortable or not, and the wrong way to do security. Roosevelt Junior Senior High School.
Hell on earth.
Walked into that motherfucker, not only through metal detectors, but with the fucking wand as well. You know how many school shootings we had?
And here goes the funny thing is, there was plenty of guns in that school. There was plenty of guns in there. I mean, they did have security, but that did not stop. Especially, and damn, I don't want to snitch. Especially if you was on the football team and you can get in through the side gym. It was not hard at all.
But what I'm saying is like, it's somewhat of a deterrent. At least it doesn't make you feel like you can just do whatever the fuck you want whenever the fuck you want. Now, there was a private school that I used to go to, right? I had left the school, and I left the school on bad terms, right? Maybe what?
I'm just saying, we got to get into that one of these days. I don't really know the whole fuck Kellingbird story.
Oh, that'll be fun. But okay, so I go back up to the school because, I still got a couple friends there or whatever. I walked right into that bitch. Street clothes on. It's a private school, so everybody's got uniforms and shit. I walked in, street clothes on. Nobody stopped me. Nobody questioned me. Nothing. I walked into classrooms, into the gym, into wherever the fuck I wanted to go. If I had beef with somebody, finished. And I would have been in and out. They had no cameras in that bitch, nothing. I would have been in and out of that motherfucker, and nobody would have stopped me.
We had cameras and shit everywhere.
So,
and security guards. I want to know how much security guards got paid at that school, because they got their asses whooped.
I was going, not enough for the shit they had to go through.
Not enough.
I completely understand. It might seem crazy to some people, but I completely understand what this woman just proved. Could she have gone about it a different way? Probably. But
that's valid,
the point is still proven.
We knew this. We knew this, and you had a mask on, and it's a pandemic. No one's paying attention to you. And, everybody's just a number. They only notice me when I have my phone out. No fucking shit, bitch. This is school. Get the fuck off.
But that's terrible. It shouldn't be that. Like
that is true, but we gathered no new information from this social experiment. And this whole phrase as a social experiment just to prove something.
No.
Why are you proving something to people that we already know this?
No. We know. See, there's a big assumption that you're making, because that's like trying to explain racism. We been knew this was a fucking problem. The cops been fucking us up. But now people are seeing it. Now it's new information to them.
I don't believe that at all. You motherfuckers know what time it is. You don't want to know. And you will continue to keep acting like it doesn't exist on purpose, even though you know it perfectly does. I'm done educating. I'm just, you know what? Maul, formerly of the Joe Budden podcast, said one of my new favorite quotes, and it was, make suckers uncomfortable again. I love that shit. I'm living my life by that. I'm Mr. Awkward Silence. Look at you like you're fucking stupid until you leave. That's my new wave, man.
But I know that it was very unorthodox. And like I said, maybe there was another way, a better way she could have done it. But sometimes you got to do wild shit like that to get people to fucking pay attention.
She should have had a GoPro and taped it.
Oh, what? That would have been clutch. But tell me she would have gotten found out in the first 30 minutes if she tried that shit, though.
Oh, GoPros are smaller than a phone. She would have got away with it. Let's go ahead and move on to the to the other story.
Yes, so social media actually doing some good.
All right, go ahead and break it down. I mean, I read the story, but why don't you bring it in?
So imagine this, if you will. You know, you're a criminal. You're a crime boss, if you will, and you're like, I want to put a hit on this guy. I want to sell some drugs to those people over there. But damn, how can I tell my underlings in a clear, concise, and immediate manner? I can't use my phones. The government taps those. Well, God damn it. I need an app. Presenting the Anom App, short for anonymous, because isn't that just right on the fucking nose? So
And-
these assholes.
So it's pretty much WhatsApp for criminals.
Essentially. So they in the group chat, and what I love about the article is they specifically said like all they talked about was crime. There was no like, yo, did you see the game last night? Hey, y'all going to the club? Nah, it was drugs, murder, assault. Like that's all they fucking talked about.
And they all got caught out. And the funny thing is, I love how they burned the guy who did it. They said like, yeah, we was able to do this because the person who like, they got access to this, because it was a real app.
Yep.
They got access to the app because they busted the guy, one of the guys who created it.
Yep.
And they gave he's like, I will give you access. And he gave them access to it. And then to convince all the other criminals to start using it, and actually sold them phones to use it for, hey, this is the device.
Had the app on it. Yep.
And they all got booked. They found bricks, a whole bunch of cash, crypto, and they all got booked.
All over the world. Like it was the UK, the US, Australia. Like they bagged everybody.
It's just crazy that nobody at no point just said like, yo, where's this app from? Who's using it? And this guy just convinced everybody to start using it, and they all got booked up. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's like, yo, this don't seem sketch to nobody. Like
I cannot wait to see the David Fincher movie about how this goes down. It is going to be glorious. Fucking glorious.
Yo, oh my God. Wait, David, is he the one who did the fire joint?
He did like Fight Club and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And Baby Driver.
No,
he does those stylish movies.
I need the dude who did the fire documentary, and he just did one for the recruitment, the college scandal joint. They just did a documentary for that.
The one on Netflix or the one on Hulu. Both were good, but Hulu actually had the guy.
Yes. I need that. I need
both of them was good.
They were both dope.
I really love those Fire Festival documentaries because I wanted to go so bad.
Really?
Oh, I wanted to go. Oh, that was my joint.
No,
I was just fresh out of Cali too. I said, I want to go so bad. I'm gonna save up the money. I'm gonna go.
Terrible.
I don't care if it's just regular general admission. I'm gonna go. And then with bills and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm not going. And then once I was on Twitter all day because I just got to see all the videos and stuff coming from it. And so I was following that in like real time, and it was really intense for me.
Love it. It was like, shit, this could have been me.
Exactly. Oh man, I would have fucking strangled somebody. All right, that's gonna do it for us. Let's go ahead and take it down to a little place that I like to call Choo Choo Recommendation Station. Do you want to kick it off, or should I?
I actually have one, and I have what I think is a really good one. I don't think we talked about it before. Yeah. So, Killing Gunther. Did we talk about that before?
Nah, that's new to me.
Okay. Killing Gunther on Netflix, right?
First off, is that a Cowboy Bebop shirt?
It most certainly is. Yes. Oh yeah.
Respect.
Birthday gifts. Oh yeah. I still get those. But yeah, okay. So Killing Gunther. Basically, you have this super high class, assassin. He's untouchable. He's unknowable. Some people think he's 8 feet tall. Some people think he's 4 feet tall. Some people think he's a woman. It's a man. It's a whatever. But this isn't the guy we follow. No. We follow the second greatest assassin who wants to fucking kill Gunther. The second greatest assassin puts together a little team of knuckleheads to go take down Gunther. And hijinks ensue. And it's stupid. It's so stupid. But it's it's fucking delightful. It's just
It's
a
a
fun
comedy?
movie. Yeah.
Is
100%
it live
comedy.
action?
Yes.
Who's in it?
Um, nobody really of note except one person, and giving that away kind of fucks up the movie. So
Okay.
yeah.
Um,
You gotta just jump in full dangle on this one.
where can I watch it at?
Netflix.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good old Netflix.
Yeah.
Everybody
No,
can watch
they got
Netflix.
the shit. Yeah.
So I know that I'm really against doing this, but I'm going ahead and bring something that I've already said to do. And I feel like I should tell you again.
Oh fuck.
It's a book. It's James Clavell, Shogun. Yes,
You did.
really love it. Yes, it's about an English captain gets marooned at sea. Him and his crew, they land in Japan.
Right, because this is the inspiration for the Neo games.
The Neo games?
Yeah, NIOH, Neo. It's like a Souls-like kind of game. But yeah, it's the two games are inspired by this book.
Okay, awesome. So this book came out in the 70s, and it was really known for introducing a lot of Westerners to, like feudal Japan, because it just wasn't known when it came out. And I read the book first in high school, and I remember it because it was just super fucking thick. And I remember it as being like a book that I definitely still, like the library will never see this book again. So, and it's super thick, it's super long, and it is just a glorious, glorious long book. That's fun and full of action and exciting and romance all throughout. Love the book. It was made into a miniseries for ABC in like 1979.
You did tell me that. Yep.
And I actually found it and watched it, and it was so much fun.
Oh shit!
It was so much fun. And actually, the actor, I forget the actor's name, but I guess he was like famous in the late 70s. And it was also great. Come find out. It just got greenlit by Netflix, and it's getting a show on Netflix.
Oh,
and
done.
It stars the Japanese guy that's in every movie. He was in Endgame when he played the Silver Samurai. He was in Mortal Kombat. He was in The Last Samurai. I don't know his name, but he's in everything. I know exactly
who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
He's in everything. So he's in there. They didn't find who's going to play the lead yet. I forget who they said was who's going to play the male and female lead, but it's looking to be really fucking good. I'm just so excited. So I'm telling you guys now, go ahead and read this book before it comes out, because it's long as shit. Even though realistically you can do it in a couple of days. James Clavell, Shogun, came out in the 70s. Awesome book, long as fuck. Read that shit.
Okay. Goddamn. Say it with your chest, nigga.
Oh, but guess what I'm reading right now?
Shogun.
Dark Knight Returns.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I went and downloaded, I found the list of like the 100 greatest comic books and just downloaded all of them and put them on my server. Because I'm redoing The Boys and Invincible. Invincible was great.
I know.
Did you finish it?
You have to know that I did not start that show. Like,
watch it. In fact, that was one of my first recommendations.
It was, yeah.
It was.
You never should have sent those fucking clips to me.
Listen, forget those clips. Go and watch the show. There's a reason why people love it. Just do it. It's a fun ride. That's going to do it for us. Thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it. We see you guys next week. Once again, I am MTV Malik. He is Ace Metaphor. This is 224 The Basement. Good night or good day or whenever the fuck you listen to this shit. I don't know.